Hello again. This channel is devoted to highlighting cases of abuse, mostly with the police, but it could be any type of abuse. It could be corporations that abuse people, it could be other people who abuse people, but mostly it's the police that I highlight the abuses against the American people. And today's no different. This one's a little bit different in the type of abuse. This one doesn't involve police shooting people or beating up people or swearing at people or falsely arresting people. Today's abuse is a little different. It's a case of a police officer in North Carolina, in Raleigh, North Carolina. And his name would be Matthew Corr. He's a lieutenant in Raleigh, North Carolina, and the abuse that I believe he's committing is he's suing Starbucks because he spilled his coffee on himself. And I'm going to read these allegations here so I don't make a mistake, because then he'll be after me, trying to get money out of me, just like he's trying to do with Starbucks. But here, he claims he spilled the coffee on himself because the lid caved in the cup, apparently. Him and his wife's also named in this suit against Starbucks. His wife is asking, him and his wife are asking for $50,000 in compensation from Starbucks. The man, Matthew Corr, says he's sustained burns, blisters, and emotional damage from the coffee spill. And the damages his wife says she experienced is a source of emotional support by her husband, her social companion, and her intimate partner. As she says, she lost all of that since he spilled the coffee on himself. There was opening arguments today in this case against Starbucks. The first day of opening arguments was today, and one of the questions asked by Starbucks attorneys, her name is Starbucks attorneys called Trisha Deer, if I'm pronouncing her name right, Trisha Deer. And one of her questions was, how does someone who knows their coffee is hot and who has had 50 cups of free coffee in the last 2 months, how does that person spill their coffee? I want to ask, why does he get free coffee? Just because he's a cop, he gets free coffee? You know, I have a job too. I work every day. I'm not going to say what I do right now, but I go to work too every day. I don't get free coffee. Why does he get free coffee? And I must say, the nerve of him taking that free coffee. You know, I don't know how many a week that come out to be, but he's had 50 cups of free coffee in the last 2 months, they say. That's almost a free cup of coffee every day. Maybe on the days off he doesn't go get a free coffee, but maybe every time he works he goes and gets a free cup of coffee because he thinks he deserves it because he's a cop. But no one else deserves it, right? Just the cops. He says, and also, I guess after today's action in court, the judge, County Senior Resident Judge Donald Stevens, agreed to allow for punitive damages as well. It could be worth up to $750,000. That's apart from the $50,000, I guess. So it's $50,000 damages plus the punitive damages could total up to $750,000. So he wants what? $750,000, $800,000 for spilling the coffee on himself? If he even did spill the coffee on himself, he could just be saying that too. Or maybe he's just really stupid and It didn't hold the cup here right. Look at, I got Starbucks coffee right now, and it is hot. I just bought it. This is how you hold the coffee, for one. I don't know how stupid this guy is. You hold it like this, and it's not going to collapse. You know, I've done the same thing before. You hold it by the top, and you squeeze it, especially if it's a larger cup. That's what I usually get, is a larger cup. You hold it by the top and try to pick it up. Well, the common sense tells you it might, the lid might pop off, and then the cup's going to collapse or fall on you. You know, and that'll just be your own stupidity if you did that. And then if you're going to be stupid and do it that way, as I say, I've done it too that way. At least try to hold it so that it's not going to fall on you. You know, hold it away from yourself, and then grab it. But this guy must have been holding it like this, right on top of himself or whatever. You know, right on top of his knees or whatever, and it's going to fall. And you're going to get burned. It's common sense. So you hold it like this. That's how you hold it. And Starbucks really does have good coffee. I wonder if that guy will go back to Starbucks again. And I bet he won't make the same stupid mistake again. I wouldn't guarantee that. He won't make the same stupid mistake and hold it like that. I bet. Look at, I'm even protecting it too in case I spill it. See, so that's really good coffee. It's my favorite coffee, by the way. Starbucks. Nothing better than Starbucks. This cop here alleges he's been in treatment for. Okay, this Trisha Deer is saying that this cop has been in treatment for this problem for 20 years. I guess it's Crohn's disease. He says this coffee burn activated his Crohn's disease, and that's why he can't have sex with his wife, I guess, or he's not intimate with her. Or, she said again, she lost her husband. He was somebody different than who she knew before. She was trying to help him, but he's just not there for her. He felt like he's not able to be a husband or a father during the 18 months of healing process. So it's like he lost everything. He can't be a father, he can't be a husband, he can't be intimate with his wife. It's like his wife doesn't even know him, all because of this coffee spilled on him. I say he's been in treatment for 20 years, they countered. Trisha Deer countered that he's been in treatment for this same problem that he has for 20 years. He had ulcers all through his stomach. He's had a lot of problems with what they refer to as flares. So this was going on before he spilled the coffee, is what they're saying, the attorney for Starbucks. You know, it's just very unbelievable that you spill a cup of coffee on yourself and then you have to have surgery for ulcers, and you lose your sex life, and you lose your family, and you can't function anymore just because you spill a cup of coffee on yourself. It's not believable to me. I guess they'll have to have their day in court, but sounds like an abuse to me more than the truth. You know, I spilled coffee on myself before, and I didn't change. I'm still the same angry citizen as before. So it doesn't make any sense. It sounds more like an abuse. I mean, how long would it take this guy to make $800,000 anyway, working as a cop? You know, he just wants to retire and probably go to the beach and laugh all the way there too, if he wins. I just want to say that this, what's the guy's name again? I forgot his name already. What's his name? Matthew Core. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little unprepared again today. Matthew Core. I got some advice for Matthew Core. First advice would be, if you're going to go back to Starbucks, hold the cup the right way. They give you a little sleeve there to hold it, okay? And it's not going to collapse if you hold it here. You know? Collapse if you hold it here. My first word of advice. That's how to hold it. And if you're not going to return to Starbucks, you might want to go to the grocery store. And we've got this. I go to the grocery store and buy this. So I love Starbucks, I told you. Got espresso roast, the beans. Okay? I've got Sumatra, ground already. So I use both kinds. I've got my coffee grinder, and another word of advice would be you could use one of these. If you're going to go to Starbucks, get that cup of coffee right away, pour it in the air. It's not going to collapse. It's a good cup. Just go down to your Walmart or wherever you want to go, and you got a cup here. And it's not gonna collapse. If you're that worried about it, if you're gonna be that stupid and not hold the cup the right way, then you can have a handle even and drink away. Or you can make it. I've got a commercial brewer here. See? I love coffee so much. I've got a commercial brewer here in my house. See? See? So we got a few different words of advice for this guy. Make coffee at home. You can buy a commercial brewer just like Starbucks has. Make your own coffee at home. Put it in a thermos. Put it in your coffee cup. Take it to work. Or just hold the cup right. All right. All right. Have a good night.